Ever heard of a band that makes you kind of go, what in the world? Like you're not sure if she should laugh, mosh, or start a philosophical debate.
Yeah, that's Katastrophal Klang in a nutshell. They're a total head-scratcher in the best way possible.
Totally. We're diving into their world today, all based on their, well, let's call it eclectic website. They throw around words like alternative and college punk, which, okay, sure, but then
they drop the AI bomb. All their music, except the lyrics, is AI generated. It's like they took all the rules of punk, tossed them in a blender with some algorithms, and said, hold my beer.
It's wild. And it makes you wonder, can a machine really capture the raw energy, the emotion, the, soul of punk?
Right, that's the million-dollar question. Is it even punk if it's not some dude with a safety pin through his nose screaming into a busted mic? But then you hear their stuff, and it's catchy. It's got that energy, that drive.
It does. And they've got these testimonials on their site. People saying they've, get this, cried at their shows. Cried at a Katastrophal Klang show.
Which, let's be real, are probably pretty wild. But there's something to be said about a band that can evoke that kind of emotional response, even if their music is, well, a little different.
It's that unexpected depth. And it's there from the get-go. Their debut album, Files halt gesagt werden muss, it has to be said. Basically, it's all about raw honesty, challenging norms, getting right in your face.
No sugarcoating, just straight up, this is how we see it. Like their song, Ich muss dir mal was sagen, I need to tell you something, they call it punk rock honesty, even if it hurts.
Oof, I feel that. Sometimes you just got to say what needs to be said, even if it ruffles some feathers.
Absolutely. And they don't shy away from specifics either, like, magst du immer so wenig Käse drauf? Do you always use so little cheese? It's funny, right? But it's also a commentary on settling, on accepting mediocrity.
See, I'm sensing a theme here already. Authenticity, challenging the status quo, not holding back. It's refreshing.
Totally. And it gets even juicier with their second album, Kinder, Kinder, Children, Children. Apparently, it caused some serious tension with their management.
Oh, drama. Yeah. Spill the tea. What happened?
Well, the band felt pressure to go more commercial, more mainstream, sell out a little. But they flat out refused. They even limited the album to just 3 songs.
Wow. That's a power move. So even with the AI thing, there's this very real struggle for creative control, for staying true to their vision.
Exactly. And that struggle becomes part of their narrative, part of what makes them interesting. They're not just playing the game, they're rewriting the rules. And maybe, just maybe, that's what punk in the digital age looks like.
It's like they're using this technology that can easily make them seem less authentic to actually highlight issues of authenticity.
Yeah.
Kind of brilliant, kind of messed up, totally punk rock.
Right. It's like holding a mirror up to the digital age and saying, look what you made us do. And that self-awareness, that willingness to play with those contradictions, that's what makes them so fascinating. They're not just making music, they're making a statement.
And they're not afraid to have a little fun with it. Like, bist du vom Wickeltisch gefallen?
Yeah.
Which means, did you fall off the changing table? It's hilarious.
Totally. But underneath that humor, there's this sharp critique of conformity, of blindly following the rules.
It's like they're giving the middle finger to anyone who says, this is how it's done. Classic punk rock, right?
100%. And that theme, that blend of humor and social commentary, it pops up all over their work.
Right. It's not just noise and anger. There's actual substance there.
Exactly. Take a song like Ich mecke gern mal rum, which basically translates to I like to complain. It's a total dig at people who whine without offering solutions.
So they're making us think while we tap our feet. I can dig it.
And remember, we're experiencing all of this while listening to music created, in part, by an algorithm. It's this crazy feedback loop of technology and human expression.
It's enough to make your head spin. But it's not just about the music, right?
Yeah.
You have this whole visual aesthetic going on, too.
Oh, yeah. It's like a visual representation of their sound, chaotic in your face, but also kind of brilliant in his own weird way. Think deliberately amateurish videos, bold graphics, and a website that's just a lot.
Speaking of their website, they say it costs per meter to run. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not sure anyone knows. It's like they're rejecting the whole sleek, polished online presence that bands are supposed to have these days. Instead, they've got this sprawling stream of consciousness experience. It's kind of amazing.
It's like their website is the art.
Mm-hmm.
This weird, wonderful extension of their music and their message and their merch. Don't even get me started on the merch.
A cookbook, a novel, tattoo designs, they've got it all. And it's all marketed as non-profit.
Of course it is, because why not lean into the absurdity? And then there's their podcast.
Katastrophal Klang Katastrophal Klang Speaks.
A podcast. What do they even talk about? Is it in German? Is it AI generated? Are they actually robots? So many questions.
Right. It's like they're determined to keep us guessing, to keep us on our toes.
Which, honestly, is kind of refreshing. They're playing by their own rules, and they don't care if you get it or not. And maybe that's the most punk rock thing of all. So are we going to meet the masterminds behind this glorious chaos? Are there actually humans behind Katastrophal Klang?
Well, their website gives us these little snippets, these like character sketches, very tongue-in-cheek, very on-brand.
Lay it on me. Who are these enigmatic figures?
First up, we've got Torsten, the vocalist. They call him a poetic warlord, say his lyrics could cut through concrete.
Okay, hardcore.
Okay.
I'm kind of scared, kind of intrigued. What about the rest of the band?
On drums, there's Nicholas, a seismic force of nature, apparently. His playing style is described as an earthquake of magnitude 8, whatever that means.
I mean, I'm getting the picture. Intense dudes making intense music. Who else we got?
Well, on bass, there's Jewel. And this is where it gets interesting. They give us almost nothing about Jewel. Just a bunch of random words that seem to have no connection whatsoever.
Okay, so they're messing with us. I dig it. Keeps things interesting. Who else is in this band of musical madmen?
Next up is Klaus, the fire devil. His role, pyrotechnics. Apparently, he likes to push the boundaries, which, knowing these guys, could mean anything.
Yeah, I bet their live shows are something else. One last member, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the final piece of the puzzle?
Last but not least, we have Martin. He's the band manager and the beer supplier. I gotta love that. Oh, and they casually mention he's the one who wrote their AI-generated cookbook.
Wait, what? There's a cookbook. Of course there is. Is it any good?
They admit it's totally untested, so probably not. But hey, at least they're honest about it.
Classic Katastrophal Klang. So it seems like under all the AI-generated music, the bizarre website, the, shall we say, unconventional merch, there's a real message here. And it all comes back to those lyrics. The one thing they say is 100% human.
Yeah. And it's Torsten, the vocalist, who's pouring his heart and soul into those words. It's like this raw emotional core surrounded by this whirlwind of AI-generated sound. Really makes you think.
It does. So for anyone listening, what's the big takeaway here? Why should they care about Katastrophal Klang?
Because they're more than just a band. They're an experience. They're forcing us to rethink everything we thought we knew about music, about technology, about what it means to be authentic in this crazy digital age.
They're a much-needed kick in the pants, a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected things can be the most meaningful. Well, this has been a wild ride. Any parting thoughts?
Just this Katastrophal Klang proves that no matter how technologically advanced we become, it's still the human elements that truly resonate. The message, the emotion, the contradictions. Those are the things that make us feel alive.
And on that note, folks, go check out Katastrophal Klang. You might just discover your new favorite paradox. Until next time, stay curious.